Hey tankers, this is Eric over at Taigen Tanks, and today we're going to be doing another mod video. And today we're going to be doing a video on the IBU2 board and installing it into our Taigen tanks. Now, so far I've already removed the motherboard on this tank, and we do need to remove a few more things for this. The IBU2 has its own built-in smoke unit on-off switch, so we don't need the on-off switch from the Taigen board here, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove that and get that guy out of the way. We'll put the screw back in, and then we'll be ready to install the IBU2 board. Now, this is the normal IBU board. This is not the Pro version right here. The Pro version would have a few more connectors here for servo elevation and such. This is just the 4-channel standard version. Now, it does have an SD card reader on the back. This is where you load your sound files. It takes less than a minute, guys, to change the sounds between your tanks. So this is a very, very nice feature. And you can fit a lot of sounds on here. You can run your custom sounds. If you want this guy to scream Katy Perry while you're driving down the street, you can do that. There's no limitations to the IBU2 board. It's very, very nice. So now I have already hooked up my 6-channel receiver here. So you guys will have to do that on your own. I'm not going to walk you through setting up your receiver. Hopefully, if you guys are playing with your RC tanks, you already know how to set up your own receiver. Anyways, so let's go ahead and install this guys in. I just have like a little foam, a little piece of foam that I just cut out to actually sit it in. It actually fits really nice in the tank here. I'll make a nice, better case later on. But for now, I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to actually hook up the IBU2 board. Now, I've moved the motor wires out of the way. These will be my last two that I hook up. I just don't like hooking up my motors until I'm actually ready to drive, especially when I'm always here playing on the desk and stuff like that, doing installs, and you don't want something bad to happen. So first, we're going to do our volume switch, or our volume control knob here, and this is your 10K potentiometer. We're going to go ahead and plug this in to, let me go ahead and take it out of the case so you guys can see here. Now, this port right here is going to be the volume. This port right here is going to be the speaker. This port here is going to be the smoke unit. Over here, this is going to be the power. And then your 2 motors here, and then our 8-pin upper hole connector. And then, of course, there's all kinds of connectors on here to do everything else that you would like to do. Now, a few notes that I would make on this board right here is we do have 2 different fuses. We've got an onboard fuse here, and then we've got a gearbox fuse here. So that's a very impressive feature. I'm actually quite impressed with IBU2, and I like that. So other board manufacturers, if you're listening to me, go ahead and do that. Anyways, so we have the volume potentiometer here. We're just going to go ahead and plug that one up. Okay. Now, next we've got the speaker, which is going to be this bottom corner here. Plug that guy in. Now we have the smoke unit here. Now, and also another good little thing about the IBU2 board is that it has a proportional smoke unit. So as you apply more throttle, this smoke unit will actually speed up. Now, this isn't the stock smoke unit that actually comes in the tank. This is one of our upgraded models that I've been testing and playing with. So that's why you guys don't see it mounted there and with the zip tie on it. So anyways, let's get back here. Now, we've already hooked up the sound control, the smoke unit, and also the speaker. Now, the only thing we really have to do is hook up the upper hole connector, which is the 8-pin connector. It'll just go right there and go straight to your turret, and that's pretty much it for that. Your main power connector, which I'm going to go ahead and hook up here real quick. Kind of a tight fit for me. Okay, and then that's it. Now we're going to go ahead and plug this guy in. And yes, for you guys know, I'm not using LiPo in this video. One of the great things I should point out about this is we've got a way to set a low voltage alarm right here using these dip switches. So you can swap between a nickel metal hydride and a lithium battery very quickly. I believe it's a 3-volt low voltage discharge, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and start this guy and show you guys what to expect. Now, make sure you have a self-centering stick, not like me. If you guys do not have a self-centering stick on both sides, you're going to have a little bit of difficulty. But anyways, let's go ahead and start this guy. Now, that sound that you heard is correct. That means that the tank is working. It means everything is hooked up and you are ready to go. Now, to start this one, the only thing we have to do is apply throttle at 0, and then we'll go ahead and go yaw all the way down to the left. So it's going to start up here. And that's it. And the tank's going to go ahead and start up. Let's listen to it. And that's the Tiger. We'll turn it down here. Now the Tiger has a few different sounds. You can actually, I believe he has 3 or 4 different profiles here. This Tiger has 20 steps as far as when you're giving it throttle here. So the steps are a little bit harder to hear on this version here. So okay, so that was our 20 steps. Now, the little squeaking noises you guys heard are random squeaks. They're actually put in there on purpose. You can actually go in there to find the squeak volume, the amount of times that it triggers, things like that. And if you don't like the squeaks at all, you can always take them out or replace them, or, like I said, you can change it with any sound that you would want to hear. So this has just been a quick install of the IBU2. I will get more on this board later. Right now, I'm quite impressed with it. I will try to get up a video of how to swap out the sounds. Another great thing about this board is that you can get all of his manuals, which he has awesome documentation. Let me grab this here so you guys can see. I mean, that's a bunch of paper there. So he's got great documentation on it. You can also go there and download all the sound files, and you can actually keep them on your sound card or your SD card here. So you can swap between, so we can swap between Tiger, KB1, King Tiger, Sturm Tiger, all of these different types of tanks on the fly. You do have to have access to a computer, but once again, it takes less than a minute to swap out your sounds. So if you're looking for a board that's going to be running in more than one tank, and you would like to have different sounds, then this is the board you might be wanting to look at. Once again, this is the standard version of the IBU2, but he does make a pro version. So you guys should go visit his website at www.ibu-electronics.com.